Hey guys, I've had this Traxxas Sledge for a little while now, and while I've had a lot of fun with it, I really haven't done a lot of mods to it. Today I want to change that, and at the same time I want to try to answer the question, how much metal is too much metal? To do that, we're going to take this sledge and we're going to install some Vitavon on there. I've got Vitavon rear links, Vitavon front links, Vitavon steering links, a Vitavon servo saver, these really nice Vitavon rear hubs with upgraded shafts, Vitavon rear bulkhead and front bulkhead, and Vitavon front shafts with hubs and knuckles. So basically we're going to take everything from here forward and here back and replace it with aluminum and steel. Once we're done with that, we're going to take this thing out and bash and crash it and see how it holds up with the additional weight and the potential reduction in flexibility due to not having plastic in some places. As you know, with every upgrade you do, there's always going to be a trade-off. And in this video, we're going to find out if the strength and, to be honest, the awesomeness of these parts will be worth the trade-off of weight and flexibility. Let me go ahead and get this truck stripped down, get all this stuff out of the packages, we'll compare some of the parts, get them thrown on there, then we're gonna take this thing out and bash it and crash it and see how it holds up. This is gonna be a really exciting video. Thanks for joining me. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, got the truck apart. Let's compare some of these pieces. First, we've got the bulkhead here. Here's the stock one. Here's the Vitavon one. They look fairly similar. Of course, the Vitavon one's going to be beefier and a little bit heavier, but the advantage of that is that it will also be stiffer and it should hold the gears in better alignment, helping prevent them from stripping against each other. Next up, we've got these servo savers. The Vitavon servo saver, of course, is all aluminum, 70-75 aluminum. This means there's gonna be a lot less flex in the various parts. Of course, once again, this is heavier, but I found there's quite a bit of give in this servo saver, which kind of leads to the steering feeling numb. This Vitavon servo saver should work a lot better, and it should only give when you want it to, when the servo saver itself is actually functioning. I've got Vitavon links to replace all the plastic ones. These are gonna be stronger, but they're gonna be heavier, and they're not gonna have any give like the stock plastic ones do. Whether or not that's going to be a problem or an advantage is something we're going to have to see when we take this thing bashing. The final and most interesting thing I'm going to be upgrading, I think, is going to be this hub drive shaft output cup combo. Starting with the output cups, the Vitavon ones are obviously quite a bit beefier than the stock ones. Connected to those are going to be these significantly larger shafts. On the other end of those larger shafts are going to be larger stub axles that go through this nice upgraded aluminum hub through 3 larger bearings in here. I think that's a really nice upgrade. These stock bearings are already starting to wear out on my truck. They've got quite a bit of play in them and they really do need to be replaced. Looking at the other side of this, we've got a splined axle and that goes onto this splined hex adapter. This whole unit's actually 3 millimeters wider than the stock one, so you're gonna get approximately 6 millimeters increased width on the entire truck, which is pretty cool, especially if you've switched over to a different set of wheels that have a more narrow offset. All right, guys. Let me get all this stuff installed in the truck and then we'll see what it looks like. Well guys, that was a lot of work. Can I interest anybody in half a sledge? I think you'll agree the results were worth it though. Before I show you the final product, now would be a great time for you to go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit that bell to get notified of future videos. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up. I've got the new 4S Outcast coming this week. Just picked up the new updated Team Corrali Jambo. And we've got plenty of other news and reviews coming up that you're not gonna wanna miss. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way and take a look at the final result. So there we go, guys. I got a few packs through this setup now, and so far nothing has broken. The whole truck actually feels a little bit more planted than it did before. I think that's probably because of the additional weight out here on the ends. Unsprung weight isn't necessarily always a good thing, but in this case, it actually feels really nice. It's also important to remember that these hubs extend out 3 millimeters further than stock, so the truck is 6 millimeters wider now. I think it's really helped with the stability. Steering feels more crisp with this servo saver. Overall, I'm really happy with the upgrade. I was a little bit concerned about these links because they don't really have any flex in them like the stock ones do, but so far everything's holding up great. Looking at the weight, I gained 1 full pound by doing these upgrades. However, keep in mind that this truck weighs 16 pounds fully loaded with the battery. That means 1 pound is about a 6% weight increase. That's not nothing, but it's not an incredible amount either. So should you get these upgrades? I would say yes and maybe. I think that the bulkheads are a good upgrade because they're gonna hold the gears in line better than the plastic ones will. I think these axle shafts and hubs are a really great upgrade because you get bigger axles, bigger seat cups, essentially indestructible hubs, even though the old ones didn't really have any problems as far as I know. An additional 6 millimeters of width. I also recommend getting the servo saver. The stock servo saver was kind of mushy. This really firms up steering. As far as these links are concerned, I would say maybe. If you need adjustable links, these are adjustable links. If you don't, I would probably pass on them. The stock links work just fine. They're lighter, and they give a little bit of flex to the system that these won't. That's all we've got for this video. I'm really happy with these upgrades. Hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you have any questions or comments, put them down in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell to get notified of future videos. A lot of cool stuff coming up. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.